Hey!
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, it's From the Barracks. I'm Joker Players Wanted. With me, it's not a party till he comes out. Weiner with Nubreed Airsoft, and down below, he'll give you some shiny new braces if you really piss him off, Justin Beowulf West. All right, everybody. We got two events to talk about tonight. As as we always do, and of course, that's enough. Why is it not working?
That's your brain, not mine. I don't know why it's not working.
Is the stream elements thing new?
No, that's been there. It's been there for a while.
Maybe by the time I log in, I miss it.
What up, AFX channel?
What's up, FTX? Yeah, there we go. All right, go live. I'm going live on TikTok too. So, but yeah, we have two events to talk about tonight. As always, I will say that last night on Sunday, Weiner and I had the fun. We had a fun time
Epic
hanging
Universe.
out. Epic Universe, and oh my God, was that place? Every time you go,
you see something new.
Yeah.
Yep. It's worth it. It's worth the trip.
Yeah, it is. Super Mario Land is absolutely fantastic.
Donkey Kong.
I got to eat a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we did.
That I didn't last time. It's like, man,
that's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball.
And Luigi's
they have a
restaurant.
That's Toad's restaurant, and Toad's restaurant has the Bowser Meatball Challenge. Justin, it's a 1 pound meatball.
And both of y'all.
Well, we got one.
I got one split. Yeah, but it was spicy. Both of us, our eyebrows and brow were sweating.
I was like, whoo.
Yeah. Loki even.
What they're saying is, guys and gals, that they can't handle two balls. They can only handle one.
Half of one.
Couldn't even eat the whole thing.
No, but the thing was literally like this big around. I mean, it was.
That was huge. It had cheese on it. The meat sauce actually helped tone it down a little bit, but I don't know what the heat was in it. So, but it was good.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to show this thing.
Yeah, he took pictures of all the food we ate.
Yeah.
I ate salmon that.
That's a guilty pleasure of everybody. Like everybody's got to be the little fucking food blogger.
Yep.
Me too.
Dude,
that's good. I want to remember this.
I'm going to put up a video probably later this week when I get done editing it before the event, because I want to talk about what to get and what not to get at Epic Universe, right? Because we went around, we tried a bunch of different things. In the
thing not to get is idiot.
What would you say? But where is it at? Hold on. I just want to show this real quick. I said it to you. Come on. Work. God damn. But there's like some areas are really good. Other areas are not so good. Like food wise.
Oh, it's got a Bowser face.
Yeah, it is.
Is that like a biscuit?
That's
the
puff
one
pastry.
Is that?
That's about the meatball challenge.
That's the little puff pastry that was on it. Yeah.
It was good.
Just,
I mean,
it was the heat.
I was like,
holy smokes. Now they had a spaghetti and meatball plate, so the meatballs on the plate were a little like we didn't have that. So I don't know if that was how spicy that was. Didn't get a chance to try that, but I might do that next time I go.
That's Bowser.
Yeah, here we go.
That's just the front part of it. There you go. And there's the meatball.
It's as big as my fist.
I like the sauce is like the lava, and you got the flag with there. All right, I like the plating. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and the prices weren't bad; they were reasonable.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, it was definitely worth having an annual pass for because of all the stuff all the different stuff that we got
and the discounts you got on it too.
Yeah, it was. Epic Universe was what they put into that is phenomenal. But
the special effects and the new animatronics and Boston. What was it? What's the name of that company called?
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics had a couple of their the robot dogs were there in the Dragon. How to train your dragon
Island
world.
I've seen videos of
that. It was definitely way cool. It was cool. Even the characters. I mean, they were all into it and having a good time. And It was just
The character actors they have there have the mannerisms down so perfectly, it's not even funny.
It's like they sat in front of the video for hours to learn how to do it.
You got to appreciate
Oh yeah.
that.
Well, Disney kind of does the same thing to a certain extent, but Disney's going to have to up their game now because of the special effects and even the Mario Kart race that we were in. Inside that was way cool because it's a whole new headset system. So they give you an individual headset you put on, and then on the cart, when you get in the cart, there's a shield that pops up, and you take it and you magnetize it and holds it in place. And
so you put a hat on.
Was it multiplayer like both of y'all were playing?
Yeah, we were playing the same game.
Yeah, everybody in the cart plays
where
the same
you
game.
looked, where you shot, but you had the triggers on the steering wheel.
The first person.
What's that?
First? That's who got shelled first.
So we're all in the same cart, so we can't shell each other.
Can't shell each other, but whoever had the points. So Mark beat me by that much, because he's played it before. So only got 5 more points than I got. I got 104. He got 109.
So when it comes down to like the
yeah, you do.
It's augmented reality, but it's a hat that you wear. It's the Mario hat. And then you clip, and it clips on the augmented screen. So you look down, you can see your score.
It's not even click on; it's magnetic. Click.
Yeah, it clicks right in. It just.
Yep.
The queues for this place is absolutely unreal. What's up? What's up?
Orlando.
Rage? So the queues, like going in, I probably just do a live on it and just go over like the stuff that we saw there. But the Bowser's Castle, you feel like you're in Bowser's Castle.
Yep.
Right. And there's so many Easter eggs inside of it. Like they have like one part says library, and it says the floor is lava, everything's lava, the car is lava. So cool little stuff like that throughout the entire place. The rides were fantastic, although the Ministry of Magic ride towards the end was a little weird because we were actually it's technically it's a preview, so there's technical rehearsal and stuff can and does
go wrong.
happen.
It did go wrong, but not bad things though. Like it stopped. The video stopped at one point and then got off sync a little bit, but still it was just what they put into it. I don't know if anybody's done the Spider-Man ride before, but that's kind of what it felt like. But it was like you were right there. Everything and the animatronics looked like real people. They were moving like they were real people and stuff, and they weren't. It was wow.
Yeah, the amount of the smoothness of the animation is something else. And it's just you walk into this park and they have 4 portals that go off. So you walk in and you're in the middle of like Astroland, and then they have Super Mario Brothers, Dark Universe, Ministry of Magic, and Berks. And each time you walk through, you're immersed inside that entire world. It's fantastic. It was a ton of fun.
The Ministry of Magic felt like we were actually in London.
Yeah, when you go through the queue, it's like massive.
Skynet. Yep,
yes.
Yep, I agree. I agree with that statement. Skynet.
Yeah.
Actually, at one point, wasn't there something named Skynet there or whatever? Or was that somewhere else? I can't remember, but I thought they were calling something Skynet when we were there.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it's fantastic. If you guys have an opportunity to go to Epic Universe,
and Epic Universe really doesn't officially open until May 22nd.
Yeah.
So because of pass holders, you got in for a preview type thing. I mean, it still cost you money for a ticket, but it was well worth it. Put it that way.
Yeah.
It just some of the stuff was still missing from some of the attractions, signage, things like that. But
we're going to make you pay to be guinea pigs.
Correct.
But
it was worth it though.
The park is finished and flushed out. There's like only 1 or 2 like storefronts that there's one restaurant in Astroland that hasn't been done yet. But Berks Island is done. And I was there 2 weeks ago with Ange because we scored some preview passes, so we went to go check it out, and we missed like an entire section of the park. Like we didn't pay attention. And the character actors are just amazing with what they do. Like Gronk feels just like Gronk. I mean, he's the Rough Nut and Tough Nut, whatever. those two have every mannerism that's there, and the amount of stuff they do. Like, we had Loki with us, and he goes, "What is your dragon's name?" And I go, "It's Loki." He goes, "Loki, my favorite dragon." My favorite. He goes, "I will not make eye contact." He did this entire bit
in front of everybody.
The
just on
improv
Loki.
stuff was fantastic.
Yep.
So I know everybody's in here waiting to hear about the event. So we'll go ahead and let's go turn it over to Mr. Weiner right here, so that he could
get food out of your
I'm eating
mouth.
banana. I'm eating fruit. Actually,
Hey,
a whole plate
look,
of fruit. See, healthy.
You've requested
Look at that.
specifically this time to talk about
Everybody?
Future Wars.
Yes.
Take a moment to recognize Weiner being
eating
healthy.
healthy. I had a
He had to
check
make
with my doctor.
all the shit we ate on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I had to make up for that. Well, no, I did good though. I mean, I didn't.
Make up
We
for
had
that half
crepes,
pound
we
of
had
had-
creme brulee, we had
The creme brulee. Oh my god, that blew the ship's creme brulee away. But the my favorite, actually, the salmon platter that I got.
What's up,
Actually, had
Yoki?
salmon. It was good.
Hey, Yoki! Hey.
So, but no, the salmon platter I had was just the salmon was fresh and awesome, and yeah, it was just the food was good. But anyways, I digress. Let's talk about Operation Future Wars coming up this Friday and Saturday at the beautiful battlefield.
Wow!
Outdoor
Wow.
Extreme Battlefield
You got
Orlando.
one job.
Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando. Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando.
There you go.
Off of Route 13 there in the beautiful town of Bithlo, Florida. So that's where it's going to be at. The map is on the event page. Get your tickets now. There's still some tickets available. If you're still on the fence of what to decide, go on tan. Green is outnumbering tan just a little bit, not much anymore, but just a little bit. But it looks like most of the power armor is actually going to be on tan. So you got looks like six sets of power armor and on tan, and then one set of power armor on green. But green, like I said, has the numbers of soldiers, so you're going to see a big bloodbath on the soldier side. You know, those power armor, unless they pay attention to the safety brief and the instructions and that stuff, it possibly could be harmful. So you hear that, Mr. Orlando, sir, the CEO of the green side. So it's gonna be a fun event. It's force on force. The power armor is kind of like having technicals on the field, where we can't officially have technicals on the field. I'll let Justin explain about a little bit of the rules with the power armor, but gates open at 12 o'clock on Friday. That's the 2nd. The camping is free, but you need to please sign up, so at least we get a kind of a count how many people we have camping. Right now, there are 35 camping slots taken. Whether you have an RV or a tent, or how many people are at your site, camping is free. Also, I need to make the note of this, that Outdoor Battlefield Extreme Orlando is also offering the field up for Sunday for regular play, so you can stay over and you'll get a special deal for Sunday to play regular airsoft. Special deal on Sunday to play airsoft. So it'll be a fun time. Like I said, the event's green on green. This is the second time we'll be going to this field. The first one we had Operation Backyard, and now we've got Operation Future Wars Chapter 1. So be on the lookout. This is going to be a successful event. I know it is. With the amount of people we got coming, it's going to be way cool. If you have any questions or need the rules set or need the itinerary, it is on nubreedairsoft.com. That's also where you can find the tickets are located also. So go to nubreedairsoft.com to get the rule set, to get the itinerary, to get the location. All that information is there. Matter of fact, it's tape across the bottom, nubreedairsoft.com. There is a Facebook page for Operation Future Wars. Daniel Cicerelli is the CEO for TAN. He's done great things for other events, and we brought him over to try him out over here with our event, since Justin chickened out and didn't want to be TAN CEO.
Sorry, I wrote an event.
actually, Justin wrote this. He wrote this event with the help of Christian, and this should be actually a really good event. Everything from control points to special missions, and what's the word I'm looking for the missions? Dang it, what is it?
Players.
Role players. We'll have some role players in the event, but oh God, what do they call it when you go on the missions? I'm having a brain fart. So I've been stuck working on computers all day. Fragos. There we go. So the Fragos, there'll be lots of Fragos and stuff out there. Be prepared. Also, for those of you who've been out to the field before, there's been a lot of changes to the field. So it won't be the same.
I'm excited to see
it
that.
won't be the same flow pattern for the field. And we're using a little bit more of the field for the event. So it'll be a great event. Like I said, go to newbreedairsoft.com. Tickets are $65. There are some tickets still available. Get them now while you can before we close them off on Thursday night. Of course, my dog is outside barking because she wants in, but she can wait. He can wait. That's Blue barking.
All right. So I guess now you want to talk about some of the rules, right?
No, don't want to talk about the rules at all. If they read the rule set, that's what I want to talk about.
All right, okay.
No, Justin is going to talk a little bit about the rules for the power armor, how they can be killed, how they can be manipulated, how they can be blowed up.
There you go.
Give me a second. I'm gonna let the wiener dog in. You can talk. Go ahead, talk. You don't need me.
I thought I was about to do something else.
Come on.
So for those of you who played at any of the other Nubreed games, it's their standard rule set for the most part. There are some additional rules that have been added. This is our first event we're doing anything with power armor because we're trying to get into the sci-fi genre right here because there's obviously a lot of people that are interested in that, and I know me and a lot of the guys with the Shadow Legion, as well as a lot of our player base that's been reaching out to me through the Future Wars website or Facebook page, have been excited to see something like this in a more LARPy event and more of a force on force kind of thing. So we've tried to find a good way to blend this up. Real quick shout out, thank you to Weiner for listening to my harebrained scheme and my idea. And definitely a shout out to Christian for stepping up and helping me be the game admin for this. I'm like, because I wrote the concept, I did all the lore stuff. I've been doing all the news press releases and stuff on the Future Wars Facebook page to kind of get people interested in it. But I did not want to run the event itself. So Christian is definitely stepping into that, and bless his heart for all his raised blood pressure over the last couple of weeks.
With everything else he's been doing.
With everything else he's been doing, because he is definitely a man with a lot of irons and a lot of fires. But anyway, on to the power armor. So kind of the concept for this came from trying to find a way for us to introduce much like juggernauts from some of the old school Call of Duty stuff into some standard force on force gameplay. Now, I've seen a lot of different gameplay mechanics where people string balloons from them, things like that. And yeah, that's an easy fix, but let's face it, it really doesn't add to the immersion of playing the event. There is some other third-party stuff that's out there available, but I didn't want to force people to buy something and equip it onto their armor just yet or anything like that. So we're working on some other solutions. So for right now, we came up with a way to basically teach people who are interested in playing power armor how to play their role. So it's not just a technical replacement, so to speak. There's different classes. There's two classes, a heavy and a light. Your heavy, think your traditional juggernaut from Call of Duty. It's the big lumbering ox, heavily armored, lots of weaponry on it, and it's there to tank damage and just lay down fire as it goes. Whereas your lighter armor, by the way, the term we use is an ape suit, armored, powered exoskeleton. Thank you, AI, for helping me write that. The light is, think of a fast-moving power armor. It's a Halo Spartan. It's something like that. They're running, they're gunning. They can't carry as much equipment as the heavy or take as much fire. So how do you kill them? Big question. So each of the ape suit pilots, the term we're using, or wearers, we're still working on the term there, whatever you want to call it, will be taught basically to take consecutive fire. So if you catch them and there's more than one of you shooting at them with small arms fire for undetermined amount of time, we're going to teach them that I don't want to put that out to everybody because I want y'all to focus and try to put as much fire on them as you can for them to basically give up, so to speak. So they'll take a knee. They're down and rebooting. Now, while they're down like that, they could be taken out by another ape suit that could run up and melee kill them, or they could be melee killed on foot when they're actually in combat. Now, a regular soldier can't do that, but another power armor can. Basically simulate something with augmented strength getting through armored plates to kill something. The guys that are playing power armor, again, this is not a lot. I think we're like up to 6 total. Weiner,
Six,
right?
7 total. 7 total.
Seven total.
One green, 6 tan.
That's right. So they're going to be specially instructed how to play their role. They're there for the immersion of everybody. They're there to support, to play their role, to get everybody into the character. One of the power armors, you will know it when you see it, is run by one of my guys from Shadow Legion, Frogger. His is a heavy, and he actually has a crew-served weapon mounted on his back. He has an anti-armor launcher that he will take a knee and call up any random player to aim it and shoot it at another power armor or a building to try to take it out. We're trying to get people to imagine their own stuff and create their own suits of armor and give backgrounds to them and stuff like that to get for the immersion of people. It's not there to win the day. It's there to get you into the gameplay and to just add a little something different. Friday, we are doing a power armor versus power armor tournament. We still doing the nuclear football game?
Yeah, it depends on how many power armor we actually have to participate and how long it takes. But we're going to have a nuclear football game for the force-on-force players.
So the goal is with the power armor versus power armor tournament is to see who's going to be the best. Out of that, there will be an award for that person. Hopefully, we have enough time we can get to the nuclear football game, which we've done similar at other of Weiner's events, which is highly fun. I recommend everybody sign up for that as well. A little something different to do before we start the force-on-force stuff Saturday. There will be special briefings if you look at the schedule for power armor players to make sure everybody's taken care of. Refs will be specially briefed on them to kind of keep an eye on them to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do as well. I think it's going to be a good event, and hopefully this will be the first of many chapters for the game.
It always, whenever you guys are doing a new rule set and everything else, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So
Absolutely. There's going to be
hopefully people will take that into consideration when they're going through and they're talking about this and they're starting to realize the game that there is a learning curve. What's up?
What's up,
Top?
Hey, Top.
So,
Hey, Mr. Tan.
A lot of our player base coming into this is going to be your standard Milsim guys that have not played anything a little more in depth. So me and Christian talked ad nauseum several times about trying to find this happy medium between Milsim and the LARPy, the more LARPy, like, Fallout style game, and like find like a happy medium to get kind of people interested in both.
So the biggest thing that people have to understand is that when you're playing this, it's more of there's some LARP elements, but the reality is this is an airsoft game. This is going to be this is going to be a force on force with a unique style of a unique force multiplier, essentially, because that's what power armor is. And the harsh reality is like, especially if I don't know who your power armor guys are going to be, but I'm just going to say,
but they know what they signed up for.
Hold on, I'm going to say it this way: they might think they know what they signed up for, right?
Right.
But it is Florida. It is hot.
Yep. I honestly think the heat's probably going to be more of a thing, but we've got some stuff in place that we're going to kind of force these guys to do whenever they're returning to respawn. They're going to have to drink, but also that creates an element in the game for that kind of the attrition of it's off the field it's going to take time for that guy to get hydrated back up.
And I'm gonna
suited
say it
back
this
up.
way: if you
Yep.
guys are planning to be a power armor guy, you need to start hydrating now. Like,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
carry around a small
no, they
AC
need to
unit
start.
on you.
They need to start hydrating
You
now.
prehydrate.
Prehydrate because
Rehydrate, and you need to bring stuff with electrolytes in it when you're there, because not just water, you need electrolytes.
yeah,
Yep.
Good mix of both. But also, a tidbit to the commanders here. This is something that they're going to have to get used to utilizing in a way. You're going to have to create tactics, come up with stuff to utilize these guys effectively, because otherwise you're just going to wander around and do whatever. But you don't want that. You want to use that to your advantage, like you would be using a technical, so to speak.
yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just warning people because we were just, like I said, we were just that epic 2
it
days
was
ago.
97 degrees today here where I live.
And it was hot, sun shining down. If you're inside of a power armor suit, you're not getting breeze across your skin. Hydrate. It's
And
going
you do
to
not,
be hot.
and also you do not have to stay in your power armor suit the whole time.
Right.
No,
right.
but
that
is
is
not a requirement.
Look, I'm just.
You can downgrade to a standard
There we
foot
go.
soldier at any point for the guys.
What
who
I'm
play
trying
or
to
who sign up
emphasize
to
to the people that are there is, look, there's people that are going to think that they can do Superman shit and they go, oh, I can handle this. I can
No.
handle this. I can handle this. Trust me when I say, just hydrate. That's all you got to do. Hydrate.
Yes. Hydrate. Thankfully, when there is a good canopy.
There's a good canopy over the
This
field.
build-
54, 74, 75.
So it's going to be a little warm. We're going to have to be very mindful. We're also going to kind of impress upon the admins to make sure they're keeping a check on the guys in the armor, keeping a good eyeball on them, making sure they're good. They're coming off the field to hydrate. It will be mandatory for them to come off, be physically seen hydrating by somebody, and probably downgrade a little bit of their armor to cool off and stuff like that before they go back in. So again, like that should create a good little bit of an element as far as attrition for when they're available on the field doing stuff, let alone who lasts the full day.
like I said, it's one of those things. I was like, I'm not trying to like degrade anybody. What's up, preacher? I'm just trying to say it from a side of this is
being realistic.
This is a realistic thing to get into. That for those of you that have worn costumes before, even at Comic-Con inside, you can get overheated pretty quick. Somebody like Paul knows how to keep himself hydrated inside of his armor and everything else like that. They can go, and even he takes breaks throughout the day because it's almost needed. So I don't mean to bring it down, but it's like, really, guys, if you're wearing armor and it's your first time wearing armor, let me tell you, y'all need to keep this in your mind because it could be a bad day for you.
Yep.
And you don't want to get a silver bullet from the old man. Yeah, hey.
It took Weiner a second to remember what it was.
Yep.
I thought they called that a jackrabbit.
Huh?
I might be the firefighter version.
No, it's good. Like I said, hydrate. I will have cases of water out there for you at your CPs, or we'll have some running around on the one of the golf carts. We'll have water on there too. Please bring your water. Don't plan on just in case my water's not there. I will have emergency water there for you knuckleheads who do forget to bring water. Some of you will. It'll happen. I've done it before myself. Didn't have a cooler.
Weiner knows how I am when I'm COing. Like if my guys walk off the field,
we're constantly watching your face. Make sure you don't. You're sweating and things like that. The second we don't see you're sweating, we're going to ask you to sit down for a little bit, get some water in you. Just because we are watching out.
You've got all day to play.
I'm a first responder. Justin's a first responder. Mark's or whatever. But
I'm the guy that sits there records, like, pop that BB out.
That's right. He'll pop the BBs out. He'll kick in the chest if you pass out to make sure you get back up. He'll do the sternal rubs. But
sternal rubs.
Yeah. But no, just know that we're out there for safety also. So that's a
That's
huge thing.
the chest for you people down
Yeah.
here that are like,
The
oh, he's
sternum
gonna be
rubs.
frisky.
That's the sternum right there, and you're gonna get if you're down on the ground, you're not moving, or you're faking that you're dead, and I have to come up and check and see if you're alive. It's gonna hurt.
Preacher said Mark's not who you want to save you. LOL.
That's right. He'll be doing CPR with his foot on your chest, not mouth to
Hey,
mouth.
look, I don't like bending over, man. Here we go. That works, right?
Normally, what I do if Weiner passes out, I just hit him with the purple.
Yeah, I don't usually if I pass out, it's because I'm going to sleep, not because I'm freaking dehydrated. I've been doing this event
By
for
the
a
way,
long time.
he did really good at Epic.
Yes,
he only
I did.
fell asleep once.
Well, that's
Like,
it. That's the whole thing. That
Really?
took care of that problem I had, and I'm also, just so you guys know, the ones who know that I snore out there, is that I went through the sleep study and oops, spit a strawberry out. Ooh, what? No, that was watermelon. But anyways,
Like a Gallagher show.
I'm so glad this is like virtual and not in person because you just
Yeah.
feel like, oh,
Yeah, God.
yeah, my screen is already a mess. Me spitting all over it. But anyways, yes, I had a sleep study done. I'll get the results sometime in the next, what did they say, 2 to 7 days. They'll give me the results of it. So
Like, we need to see you
Yep.
immediately.
well, I didn't. Well, they figured that would have been the phone call yesterday, but because I did it on Friday. So
We never heard anybody make that sound.
yeah, yes, you
before.
have.
No, I'm talking about them.
It's usually a dead pterodactyl falling on the sky.
I've heard it a couple of times now.
Oh yeah. But anyways, no, so we're getting that fixed up. But so anyways, newbreedairsoft.com, Operation Future Wars, Chapter 1, and then also Extreme Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando. God,
Damn.
I had it correct a couple weeks ago, but like I said, I've been talking to everybody today. You know, people calling about tickets.
Did you write it down in front of you?
Thinking they get tickets. What's that?
Did you write it down in
No,
front
why?
of you?
that's only a common sense thing to do. Come on,
That's
man.
right. That'd be something smart to do. Outdoor extreme. Wow. Outdoor is the first word. Just as if I get that first word, we got it. We got it. But Desi and Jenny will be there.
Dinosaur falling from orbit is what he
Everybody
sounds like.
gets you'll get a Nubreed wristband if you haven't gotten one already. We have the colored wristbands for green, and tan is actually going to be an orange wristband. For the event, so you can at least get on the field, and you'll get the event patch. Oh crap! I didn't bring it out. I have event patches showed up at my house today. I don't have one on me. It's in the house.
Oh,
they there's
look
Mark.
great, guys.
I think I sent the picture to Mark. I'll send the picture.
You didn't send me a picture of the
here, so you can show it. That'd be easier. Just show the picture because the skull glows in the dark.
Oh, yes, it looks phenomenal. That was
tactical
imaging.
That's Brian Staven.
Brian
imaging. Yeah, he
my
does
guy.
phenomenal with your patches. If you're getting all these 60 million, if you've been getting all these 60 million messages from patch companies trying to get you to get patches with them, just ignore them because I have the original patches when I started back in 2016 and they're still holding up. So he does a great job. Is well worth the money. Tacticalimaging.com. That's one of my sponsors. Also, don't forget,
great for team patches. They're great for whatever miscellaneous thing that comes to your head that you just want to throw down on something.
Yep.
They're absolutely. He could do all the design and everything else to
one. Give him the idea what you want, and he turns around and comes back and makes it look awesome. Mm-hmm. So let me see here.
Yeah, definitely hit him up for the ibuprofen inside patches. For those of you old enough to remember that actually came from an event where there was a bunch of us old folks crippled on the ground.
Yep,
including Weiner.
That is correct. I don't
Weiner
think I've ever. I end up on the ground is if I trip over something and land on my gun and break it.
No, that was you, me, and Drew, and we all got shot.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right.
We all leaned up against each other's backs and slowly eased down. But I think Sal was watching us, laughing at us, shaking his head. We started how much ibuprofen do you take this morning? I took 1,500 milligrams. Oh, I took 9.
Okay, I just sent you Mark the patch.
Okay,
I think Brian might have been with us, and that's where that patch came from.
Yep.
That's right. Change your socks. Take ibuprofen, drink water.
And there were, I don't know. I think we haven't had much rain lately, so there probably won't be that much water on the ground this time. We had a little rain last night here. There's the cool. There's one part of the patch.
Look at that.
The other one is the glow. Whoops, went the wrong way. There it is. It is a way cool patch. And also, Drew and Donna created a really cool Terminator award for. I don't know what the award's for, but I'll find out and stuff like that. A 3D printed Terminator
That's
skull.
either the first place for.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one we're going to pass around from Chapter War, Chapter Wars, or they hold on to it. Yep.
Or who's.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we'll have that there. Also, can't forget. Hold on, real quick. Some of our sponsors that are going to be there now. HPA, HPA, high powered airsoft will not be there on site, but he is donating to our raffle, and it's also our BB of choice for Chrono. So everybody will have to be chronoed and tagged. I got the new tags came in yesterday.
Nice.
BB
that's BB of choice. Period. HPA has always been great BBs for your guns, and like I said, Danny, who owns HPA, came through like a champ again for us. So if you're looking for a good BB and you don't know which ones to get yet, it's worth to spend the money on the HPA BBs.
HPA is always worth it.
Yep.
Everything else is so far.
Hey, Smurf, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. You guys coming down? Are you going to get here this weekend on time? No, I'm kidding. I'd love to have you and your crew here down here because they're awesome. But they come all the way from Pennsylvania. So.
Oh, no, they're coming from Ohio.
Ohio.
From.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a ride
from up there. They did it last. What was it? Which event? Oh, they came down for Cannonball Run, which was an awesome event held at Black Tiger Airsoft before Black Tiger got their own field.
Is that was it Caveman's first time?
I think it was Caveman's first time going to the beach. I think it was his first time he had a shower too. Well,
damn.
Love you, Caveman.
Yeah.
But those guys are always awesome.
Great.
We have
crew.
a bunch of guys coming down from Georgia, part of the Shadow Legion crew, and we got a ton of guys coming up from Miami area and the Fort Myers area. Oh, Dead End Outfitters will be there with their store in the D-Hop barrel. They also will have a tech on site too for that, so he'll be there. Also, the battery guy, Wes Guzman, he'll be there. And I actually just found out that Mama Milsim will be there with the dead rags and the slings and everything else that she comes up with for airsofters. She's small business that runs everything, does everything for the airsofter in mind. Like I said, from the dead rags to dead lights to awesome lady. She ran into a little bit of problem with some personal issues, so she hasn't been in contact with, but I literally been talking to her the last 3 days. So Mama Milsim will be there on site for all your extra airsoft needs.
I can't wait to see
Top. I know Top came back to Florida. He actually got to God's. He couldn't handle being out west with all the liberals. He just he just was beside himself. So he came back so he could recoup and get his brain cells back that he lost while he was out there. So
real quick, is Papa going to be?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the Dead End Outfitters Cafe will be there cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Saturday and Friday night. Dinner, Saturday breakfast, and Saturday and lunch and dinner. You'll probably have leftovers for dinner because the event actually ends at 6:00 on Saturday, and that's when we'll do the awards and we have a raffle. Oh, can't forget the raffle. G&G. Oh, sorry. I cannot believe I forgot to mention them though. But Dead End Outfitters will always have good stuff for the raffle. G&G has donated 3 pew-pews for the raffle and lots of stickers and posters again. But G&G is another one of our major sponsors who came through, and they always do us good. So if you're, we'll have lots of stuff. Put it this way, we'll have lots of stuff for the raffle. Of course, Nubreed Airsoft, we give away at least 2 to 3 rifles also at our event. And just tell your friends, come on. We will do some. If some of you haven't made that decision yet or won't know if they can be there till Friday or Saturday morning, you can check in on Saturday morning. And also, we will take walk-ons. The walk-ons, though, be prepared. If you're listening to this, the walk-ons, be prepared because you're gonna have to get a little bit better explanation of rules and stuff like that. But we usually end up with walk-ons on Saturday. So we'll get the numbers up. Right now, we're sitting at 81 tickets sold, which is a good number, for the event. Look forward to seeing your friends. I see a lot of faces, a lot of old faces are going to be out there, and a lot of new faces are going to be out there too. So, Danny Cicerelli brought a good crew over, and of course, always Orlando, him and his crew, they always bring a heck of a team over. So it's going to be a fun time. NubreedAirsoft.com, Operation Future Wars Chapter 1. You've got to come out and check it out.
All right. It's going to be a fun time, guys. So now we're going to switch over. We're going to start talking about the next event for Players Wanted Airsoft, which is going to be Syndicate 5. That's our DEA versus cartel event. It's going to be at Mid Orange Correctional this year. And we've capped the number of players compared to last year. There is some camping available. That's going to be on site to be behind the dome, or if you have like a camper, it'll be up on the pad. FTX Tactical will be there.
AFTX, yoo-hoo!
Amped Airsoft.
Amped Airsoft, good deal.
Yeah. Some of our sponsors are also going to. Gabe is the only one from MK Airsoft not going to be there because he's going to be
got a kid on the way.
That baby could pop out any day.
He's hatching a new
legitimate excuse.
He's hatching a new Musinski.
So
he figured out what causes that. It works.
So for those of you who don't know, it's going to be cartel versus DEA. So civilian top, green bottoms. Or actually all civilian as well could be on the cartel side. There is going to be no op4 for this game around. Nikolai will not be in play this time around.
Oh, thank God. The guy's a jerk.
Shut up. He's a real asshole.
By the way, who's your COs?
Right now we have Weiner as the CO for Tan.
So join Tan up and help protect my ass.
Somebody that was on green said that he was going to do it, and then he goes, "Oh, I got to check something." So I got to find out if he's actually going to be doing it. On the.
No, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yes, we already know you said no.
You have to have a life too and earn that paycheck.
But pretty much. It's confined only to the barrack buildings on the back half of the property. We're not using building S. We're not using building M. For one, they just too far out of the way and too much risk and everything else. So we're just going to contain it to the backside. That's why we lowered the numbers down. However, we do have an announcement what's going to happen Friday night. A lot of people say you guys don't have night games or anything else. Well, one of the things we're going to be doing is a manhunt game.
Sniper
hunt. It's manhunt. So this is a new game for Friday night. It's going to last probably about an hour and a half. And there are going to be rewards for those that gain that the top hunter and the top survivor. What?
Oh, the upper floor is going to be available?
I need y'all to know how my cartoon brain works. The second he said manhunt, all I thought of was like, oh, he said Nikolai's not in play. So the manhunt's going to be Mark playing the greased up naked death guy. Kind of chasing
no
at night through
No. This time around,
if all of you who picture that, you're welcome.
It's stuck in my head now. Holy crap.
We definitely have some stuff that we're going to be giving away to the winners of this particular round, right? The top survivor,
I see some cool things,
and the top hunter are both going to do it. So we are going to use two different ways to track. There's going to be incentives for survivors to go up and collect things, so they're not just hiding the entire time. So if you want to be the top survivor, there's stuff you have to do. So the rule set will be out on that here pretty soon. It's really not that hard. There's just going to be items that you're going to have to collect around the site. And then hunters might use that to the advantage, right? So the only people that are going to be armed are the hunters.
Get up there.
And even then, the hunters are going to be limited in how much ammo they have. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
There's like a whole series of like 80s and 90s like action movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning.
What was the one with Ice? Was it Ice Cube in it? Was it Deadliest?
Yes, Deadliest. Yeah.
Wasn't he also in the one with
Ice-T?
Ice-T, but wasn't Ice-T also in another
one
with I can see the black guy. What's his name? Denzel Washington. Where Denzel plays the psychopath.
In a survival hunter game?
Yeah, because somebody ended up skewered on the top of one of the in Atlanta.
I don't remember one with Denzel.
I'll find it. Yep, I'm gonna look it
up. And this one's going to be running towards the night portion, right? So it's not going to start till 7:30 at night. So there's a little bit more. There's stuff that's in there. There's going to be a limited ammo scenario, and there might be places for ammo or weapon drops, and the survivors have no respawns. So once you're caught, you're gone. So we're gonna check this.
So are we going a little more like deadliest prey kind of thing, or are we going like running?
More like deadliest prey. They have to go, like the survivors are going to get like 20 minutes to run out and hide, to find their hiding spots, and also get a precursor to know where the spots are for things they have to pick up to survive.
You can really go deep with like the 80s stuff and go straight Running Man and give people like the light up armor and like the chainsaws with no chains on them. You had a haunted house up there. I know you got one of those laying around. I'm sure
we do.
There you go.
Ricochet. That was the movie Ricochet with
Ricochet.
John Lithgow was in it. John Lithgow played the bad guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Denzel was in it. I'll have to go look it
So
up.
there's
1991, dude. 1991.
Yeah, it. Hopefully this works the way we think it's going to work. But really, it's a matter of going out there trying to collect stuff and get things going.
Great concept. I think that'll be fun for the people to sign up for it.
So that's the idea behind it. If I can get something else printed in time, I might do something that people definitely get a chance to go home with. But we are at crunch time because it's a month away. It's 31 days away. So this aspect of the game, I think, is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So we should have a blast with it. And, you can get your tickets at, the tickets that are up there, wrong thing going.
Nubreedairsoft.com. Get your tickets now for Operation Future Wars.
Shut up. Your advertisement's over, sir.
I sneak it in as much as I can.
But
product placement.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, anybody notice Mondo?
Leave that
Mandalorian?
1
1 foot tall Mandalorian with Grogu.
And somebody's not inside the chat.
And Grogu actually glows. His head glows.
So,
Nice.
Pretty much, I mean, Syndicate, the gameplay itself for the main Syndicate game is what it is. You're trying to collect all sorts of substances, because I got to be careful with what I actually say. Yeah.
Monetization.
Not just monetization. It's just a matter of,
who
we're on TikTok.
Get it on the list.
Karen might be
so
dying dinosaur. Yeah, pterodactyl falling out of the sky.
You just now saw that?
I just now saw that from FTX Tactical. Yep.
But it's going to be a lot of cool. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to go out, have a great time, run around. Mid Orange Correctional is currently growing all of its foliage, so there's going to be a lot more spaces to maneuver around in and hide in. It is what it is. It's it's that game mode. It's just going to be fun. So with that being said, I mean, I really have nothing else for.
Yes, you do.
What?
The week before. Where we're going to be at the week before. Houston, we have a problem.
That's the week after.
No, it's the week before, because aren't we leaving from? Oh no, Syndicate. I'm sorry, Syndicate. That's right. Syndicate's first. Then I've got my tickets already. I mean, I know where I'm going.
What's up, Nick?
What's up, hey, Nick?
We all said it at one time.
But yeah, so so the week after, the very next week after Syndicate.
I was going to get to that.
Okay,
but
well,
if you guys haven't
my
done
mess up. Thank you.
Go ahead and get your tickets for Syndicate now. Syndicate 5 now. Go to syndicate.eventbrite.com. You can get your tickets. And actually, if you use the promo code DMAN15 in celebration of Damien's 15th birthday, 15 tickets are $15 each.
Oof, nice.
So.
Good code.
D-Man.
I'm just saying, guys.
That's simple. D-Man 15. $15 for a ticket for this event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right. So
there's at least 15 people in the
chat. Well, there's between the two sides. Yeah, we have quite a few. So D-Man 15. That's gonna go out, and then also because of it, we'll be dropping another promo code to everybody that went to Syndicate, the previous Syndicate games, and our previous things that have been to Mid Orange Correctional. So definitely keep an eye on your emails and everything else, guys, and the Discord page. I'm
disappointed. I don't see Beaver on here.
I know Beaver's kind of missing right now.
Yeah. Is he?
thought he was
Is he camping this weekend?
something
Yeah,
this week. I
something.
saw
Who
some
knows?
stuff
I
on
know
Facebook.
because he usually puts a bounty on my head for Syndicate game.
It's either that or he's
All
might
right.
be partially homeless.
So with that being said, let's finish up our schedule. So we have a really interesting June, right? Because that was
Yes.
just May. So June 7th, I believe it is.
June 6th. Hang on. I think it's June 6th. The weekend of June 6th is Friday.
No, it
isn't
is June 7th.
Is Saturday or?
It's a Saturday.
Okay, so June 6th is when we're flying out. That's why.
Yeah,
I
we're
keep
going to
backtracking.
Houston on June 6th.
6th
But Airsoft Palooza
is on June 7th.
is on June 7th. It's at High Grounds, Houston. It's an event that we go to every single year because we have to. I mean, it's not even a matter of want. We have to go every year.
All the vendors are there from all over the country. Well, I shouldn't say all over the country, but all the
Yeah, no, you're right. All over the
All over the
country.
country.
We have people from.
Yep.
We had people coming from Maine, from Rhode Island,
Yep.
vendors there, and then California, Nevada.
I'm gonna let
We
them out
coming
real
from
quick.
Florida. So Airsoft Palooza, it's a really awesome event that you guys can go to. High Grounds is also kind of awesome. It's like an old Walmart that they converted over. It's a really fun thing where you guys can go through. $20 gets you an Airsoft Palooza sack. That's where I got my Crytek hand pew pew last time. That was a lot of fun. So Weiner didn't win anything because can't hear you. You muted yourself.
My back.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
now
I'm
you're back.
Got it.
So it's a hell of a lot of fun. They do have a gameplay for all day long there as well, so you guys can check that out. So you go to evike.com and just simply search Airsoft Palooza 2025 to get all the details for that. And then
Now,
we're
have you
home-
talked to them yet there?
No,
Because we're
I'll do
doing
it
the
this
stream.
week. I'll do it
Okay,
this week.
just making sure. Just check.
Hey, look, he said we could do it every single year.
I know he
so-
did say that. Yes, he
Yeah.
did. It was a lot of fun.
He-
And
he liked what we did. That's just
yes,
put it
and
that
got
way.
Emma and Christian will be out there also.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me see 1 second here.
What was the last movie that Denzel Washington did?
Gladiator 2.
Yep. That's where he gets
Yep.
his arms cut off.
Hey, spoilers, Dick.
Spoiler alert.
Some people haven't seen it.
I was surprised by it. It was good. I went into it thinking it was.
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
did. I did
garbage,
too. But
they didn't.
when you started piecing everything together,
I think that helped because
Yeah.
I didn't have my hopes up.
it was
But it was
good. They
good.
pieced everything
He-
together pretty good.
I will say, like, as great as Denzel is, right? He's not the best for period pieces for the Middle Ages, right?
I think he did it as fun because I think he had fun doing it because he got to play an asshole.
Yeah, but
So-
I mean, look, I
like him as an actor. But
I
I
like
think
him as an
actor.
actor.
Yeah, but
I
that
just
piece,
thought that it was just like,
a step
you
down
know,
for him.
huh?
A step down for him.
Not he just wasn't. He what's the best way to put it?
Well, Denzel plays Denzel in different
That's
movies.
yeah, that's exactly it. He was
Yeah,
Denzel Washington. He did not feel like he was like some sort of.
Top. The pants
Like-
are sitting on my.
Yeah,
He was a
it's
Roman
Denzel.
actor. Okay.
Playing Denzel
Yep.
in
The
ancient
pants are
Rome.
sitting out. They're on the hanger. I've seen them like every time I walk in my room, so I don't remember to bring them.
As we all know, we
Yeah, I forget my pants.
a lot.
Like I don't have any pants on right now.
Nice, Nick. Glad to hear that. All right, and then it's
Wiener's winning
we
the
fly
pool.
out on the 11th, right, Weiner, or is it the 10th?
What's that?
When we go to Denmark.
We're flying out on the. Shit. Hang on. Let me see.
I know, that's
I need
what I
to look
was
at a
like-
calendar. I need to look at a calendar. So we're actually going to Denmark to play airsoft and see the other side of the world.
See our buddies in Danes. We're going to be international airsofters.
That's right. Yep. We're going to be going to
Trying to
Copenhagen and
stereotypes.
Iceland, and who knows? I might find my next ex-wife out there.
Oh God!
I mean,
If Wiener comes back with a 6'5" fucking Viking woman, I'm just gonna
I'll probably
die.
get killed. What are you talking about?
There we go.
Let's see.
Please, I hope you do because it's just going to make it hilarious.
I'll just make sure I
can
get
you carry
pictures.
him around for me?
A Viking woman wearing the horns and everything. Yeah. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Big bone.
boned.
It's okay. I need somebody to break me in half. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Calendar. Calendar. And then April, May, June. June 10th. June 10th
Yeah,
we
that's what
fly
I
out.
thought. 10th, Tuesday.
10th through
we
the
fly out.
17th. So, but yeah, because I get to come home from Airsoft Palooza, and then
Mhm.
we'll fly out early morning or something like that on the 10th.
We're going to fly out in the afternoon on the 8th. We'll be home for an entire day
Yep.
or 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
so we'll
So
be home tonight.
so
and
mom
then
won't
the
be home
10th
by herself for a whole 10 days in a row. But I have
Yeah.
people coming to take care of her, so we're good.
Just leave a big bowl of food
I
out.
do
or
that for my
something,
dogs.
right?
But that's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. And then we come back, and then I'm home for at least a good little bit of time. But then there's Bad Blood 2025, which is going to be at the end of June, June 28th. And that's at New Milford, Pennsylvania, at EMR Event Park. Bad Blood is the other event that I have to go to every single year. It's a great event. It's for type 1 diabetes, and the player base there is absolutely fantastic. The ticket's only $60. That's also through Evike. You go to evike.com/ and search Bad Blood. And the fun thing about Bad Blood, it's a massive force-on-force game with
Four
5
separate
teams.
clans.
It's 5 teams total because the
Yeah.
tribals are also their own team, but they cover the blood samples. There's 4 massive armies and then the tribals that are there. And EMR is a huge field, a lot of different structures and everything else. Yeah, Nick, the tickets for Bad Blood have been up, bro. You know, Marxist needs some people. Just telling you that much right now. Tickets are only like I think $60 or 65, but the amount of stuff that Evike sends to this event is amazing. Like for your
How many players does that normally
last
have?
year I think it was like 750, 800. The highest one I've been to was like almost 1,200 players.
EMR is definitely one of
Bucket
my
list. Yeah, I wouldn't mind
bucket
going up there
list
too to
field.
check it out.
Hey, look, it's a flight.
I know.
Hey, look, you can always fly up Friday night. That's all I got to say. And
Well, we'll see after I
When
get
is
back
that
from Denmark how much money I have left. You know,
that's the 27th through the 27th. So 27th through the 29th of June.
June?
Yeah, it's at the end of June.
Look, I don't know if that's going to be the weekend we got to go pick the kids back up. I'll look into that one.
And then July we have Centurion, Milsim, Santa Murta. So
that's the one. That's the one at
Muscatatuck.
Muscatatuck. Yeah, everybody's talking about going to.
Oh, that's why you're going extremely north.
Yeah, Muscatatuck in Indiana.
I was like, "Hi, what are
My
y'all
son may be
doing?"
living up there by the time
Oh, wait.
we get
You're
there.
going north.
Well, I mean, look, when it comes down to Bad Blood, if you guys, I mean, the great thing about Bad Blood is that it forces the teams to see the entire field because you have to go through click samples and everything else. There's 4 massive armies. Yeah, Nick, get your tickets now, man. Go on, go Marxist. The Brown Tide, man. We'll march all across the field. And then the other cool thing is after Centurion, I'm only home until Saturday, and then we take Damien up to the week of the 27th through August 1st is Damien's at his muscular dystrophy camp. So he goes, the MDA puts on a free camp for kids with muscular dystrophy. So
Nice.
I'm going to be up in the Orlando area for almost that entire week. We're going to see some of the springs, go back to, we're taking Damien to go see Epic. So it'll be fun.
Cool.
So it'll be some great times, a huge amount of fun. So that's our schedule up through July, and then after that, we're pretty open until the end of the month or end of the year,
October.
September,
Yeah.
So we'll go through that. But with that being said, look, I got it in just that 1 hour.
Good job, sir.
That's the show.
Look at that.
All right. Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is our show for this evening. So if you guys can, check out newbreedairsoft.com to get your tickets for Operation Future Wars.
At
or
Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando.
Or check out pwaevents.com or simply go to syndicate5.eventbrite.com to get your tickets for Syndicate 5. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Joker of Players Wanted. That me. It's not apart until he comes out. Weiner from Nubreed Airsoft. And down below is Justin. He'll give you some shiny new bracelets if you really piss him off. Beowulf West. We'll see you this weekend. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits Good night.
Squirrel. That's
Nuts!
Crap! It didn't work. It didn't work.
Well, it didn't go away. It's still live.